So right now I got 2 hours to take in what's normally a 4-day attraction expo. JohnnyJans here, and today is a big day because I'm coming to you from inside the Orange County Convention Center, where I am gonna go in for just about 2 hours at the tail end of the IAAPA Expo. IAAPA stands for the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions. So we're gonna go check it out, and I invite you to join me real quick as we go inside for some meandering around. And as I move down the escalator, you see the grand entrance to the IAAPA Expo, and look how cool it is. It's like this Mayan temple thing, and behind are all these fun attractions. Starting things off, I have no idea what to expect, but look at the size of this drop tower in the middle of the convention center as it's bouncing up and down. And looking over here, it's the new coaster for SeaWorld. This is the Surf Coaster by B&M. And speaking of SeaWorld, this is another new coaster for SeaWorld, the Arctic Rescue Coaster. Looks pretty awesome. And this is brought to you by Intamin. And continuing my look at different roller coasters, this is the new concept model, the Omega by Mauer Rides. And it looks absolutely nuts. And here's the actual cart you would sit in. Wow, that looks intense. For one of the previous parks I did some meandering around in, this is the new Big Bear Mountain Coaster at Dollywood coming next year. And I love that you sit in this Jeep and get to ride the coaster. Wow. Coming to Cedar Point is a new cat and mouse style coaster. This is called the Twisted Coaster, and it looks cheesy, but also, I guess it has to be. Not to be confused with the Wicked Twister that they just got rid of. This is crazy. This is a new type of S&S flying coaster, and you can see just how the coaster rotates while you're going to be flying around on the track. That looks nuts. And now, moving over to my favorite RMC, Rocky Mountain Construction, where they're premiering what they're doing to the Wildcat over at Hershey Park next year. This is exciting. I always loved the Wildcat, but this is going to be crazy because they're going to RMC it into this new hyper coaster, almost 200 foot tall. Wow, that is going to be fun. Good for the Wildcat. Look at the car. Look at the cat just coming out of the coaster. Breaking through. It's called Wildcat Revenge, and there is some revenge going on indeed right now. Now, IAAPA is not just about looking at different roller coaster designs. No, sir, it is definitely about other things. And as you can see over here, there's jumpy houses galore, the playhouses, inflatable things. And if you like retro style arcade games, check out this sweet Jurassic Park pinball machine. Looking pretty awesome. But if Jurassic Park isn't your thing, they got this awesome Jurassic World inflatable, this whole bounce house obstacle course thing, all themed to Jurassic World. Check out the logo on the side. It's like a volcano spewing off the top that you would slide down here. And then when you get to the bottom, watch out, there's a Dilophosaurus. Careful, he spits. Wow. And let's take a look at the front. I love this. They have a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. And IAAPA is not just about being inside. There's a whole outdoor section to this place. I didn't even know this, where it's like inflatable city out here. They have mostly just inflatables, and they have a bungee jump over here too. But wow, didn't expect that. This place is crazy. And talk about ride to the future. This is the bumper cars for the future, sure. You're like, yeah, you could bump around on regular bumper cars, but the middle ones actually spin. That's nuts. Here's something JohnnyJans would love. This is a VR Gravedigger simulator experience. Not only do you ride in this awesome full-scale Gravedigger attraction, but you're doing VR, so it feels like you're really going up and over the mountains, jumping on cars and what have you. Oh my gosh, could you imagine this in the theme park somewhere, or maybe on a boardwalk? That is really cool. Or maybe even a Monster Jam. That'd fit in nicely there. And going back to some classic arcade games, things that I love, it doesn't get much more classic than this. This is the Simpsons arcade game right next to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, classic arcade game. Definitely spent a lot of money back in the day on these two arcade games. But it's so cool to see here. It's right here, Ray. It's looking at me. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters VR racing experience. That's who. Where you're tearing around in the Ecto-1, just catching some ghosts. Here's something awesome. A life-size Castle Grayskull right here next to He-Man and Skeletor. Laser tag adventure. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of giant-sized things. Look at that steer next to this cowboy here. What a big thing that is. But it reminds me that Christmas is coming. It doesn't get bigger than Christmas trees and snowman and even larger Christmas trees next to the cow. So cool. Here we have some Christmas raccoons getting all festive for the season. A nutcracker back there. A whole sea of Christmas trees that you can get at your amusement parks and such. Looking great. Well, there it is, folks. My first visit to IAAPA, and wow, what a sensory overload that was. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know what to expect when I walked in there. There is so much going on, so much to see. I can really see why it's a 4-day event, but just coming in on the tail end of this thing, again, visiting it in only about 2 hours to just meander around and see what it has to offer. So anyway, this is gonna be the end of the video. If you like what I do, please click like and subscribe. And the Christmas season is coming up, so I'm getting super excited for that. And until next time, I'm JohnnyJans, and as always, I'll catch you out there meandering around. Before I leave, as the convention center is just starting to pile out with the traffic, I'm just enjoying this view outside some of these windows from here, the second floor of the convention center. You can see that hotel in the distance out there, but here's something cool. This is all those construction towers. That's all Universal Epic Universe that they're slowly trying to build over there. So that's gonna be a whole new Universal park. Can't wait for that. So if I zoom in, you can see more of the construction and the buildings. Nothing really awesome coming over the skyline yet. I don't see any like roller coasters, but it is going to be epic indeed. And then also panning on over here, you could actually see some roller coasters because that's SeaWorld right there and Aquatica right outside. And what a beautiful day it is here at the Orange County Convention Center.